Hi friends, welcome to Aisha's DIY. Today we will design a necklace using the GGC Treasure Bag, the Deep Sea Jewels. And we got this strand. This is hand painted frosted bead. It's like a cylindrical bead. And also we got the starfish. I'm gonna use this, and also we got one strand of these, so I'm planning to use these as well in this project. And I'm using a 7-strand bead stringing wire, which is nylon coated, which is this right here. It's a spool like this. And then I'm gonna not use the chain. I'm not planning to use that chain anyways. And I pulled out some 15 seed beads from my stash. Actually I wanted 11 but I didn't find that color to be exact, so I picked out the 15 and we will probably use a needle and a thread at some point, like wildfire point 006. So we will use that needle and some size 12 or size 10 beading needle would work, so we will use that. And then I'm gonna use this this bead right here. Anyways, I'm just stringing these beads separated by the 15 seed beads. I really like the look of that. After a point of stringing this, I want to actually um, uh, not finish this necklace, but before finishing this necklace I want to do the pendant part. So I'm just going to take a stopper bead and stop my beads from falling out, and I'm going to concentrate on what we can do for the pendant part. So but I just want to string more beads so that the necklace is full. If you have an 8 seed beads, that will also work. Go for a bigger bead so that you can hide your knots and stuff inside that. I'm really looking forward. I was looking forward for that bigger size bead, but I didn't have one in my stash, so I'm just gonna use this 15 seed beads. But if you have one, do use that, or else you can use a metallic bead also. For example, metallic beads has bigger holes like this one. You can use something like this as well. So I'm just thinking I will probably use one of that just for the starting area or so. Then continue with the cylindrical bead and the seed bead, cylindrical bead, and then I like the metal beads, so I'm just going to use that. I'm gonna use it in between, say, my plan is to use this bead in a V fashion. Maybe 3 of this and 3 of this will work. Yeah, this is what my plan is. So I'll string more beads in this pattern. You can follow any pattern you want. It's just your imagination is what will feed your pattern. So yes, metallic beads gives a nice contrast to this necklace is what I feel. But it's not compulsory to use the metallic beads. You can always use the beads that we got from the box. We have enough. So, and also we need to figure out how many section of those bead things that we want, so that way gonna drop some more of the 15 O's. One, two, three. If 3 would suffice, then I should stop here. I think that's good enough is what my opinion is, because if we do 3 of these, maybe 5, yeah, 5 would. 5 sections, maybe a good number, or 4 is also fine. It doesn't have to be an even number, so I mean an odd number. It can be even number as well. I'm gonna string a couple more and then start the part wherein you use thread and needle. This bead stringing wire is very easy to actually string, and you don't need a needle because this itself serves as a needle. I like to use the pony needles, but you can use the tulip needles as well. The tulip needles are very expensive, but they are very durable and nice is what I hear. So you can use any of the needles that you want. Pony needles are available in Amazon, so if you want to buy those, you can do that. There are so many beading websites. Jewelry making supplies websites that you can buy from. I generally shop from beadboxbargains.com, a sister store of bargain beads. So I'm just going to keep it this way. I'm gonna add a bead stopper here, if I find one, which is right here. This I need to finish the necklace off, and I'm gonna move all the beads here because I don't need a long necklace. So it's gonna be a short and sweet necklace. So just need about, say, if you allow 1 inch for the clasp, you need at least 16 inch, so 8 inch here would do. So 8 inch, I need the center part to come at the 8 inch mark, so somewhere here. Yeah, I can start from here. Friends, welcome back. So I designed these earrings. This is how I want this necklace to be. I hope excuse me, I hope I wasn't clear before, so maybe this would help. So something like this I want to work with. So I'm using Wildfire 0.006 inch, and then I have threaded with my size 12 beading needle. Wingspan of thread. A wingspan is if you stretch your fingers on one side and you hold the end of the thread to your shoulder and then stretch your arms and how long it is, that's how much I have here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the end of my thread, okay, and then so I'm just going to go ahead and pull this down a little bit. I'm gonna tie, see the section that we have the metal beads in, so that's when the section I'm gonna join this. So I'm just going to take this and hold this around it and then kind of make knots. That's a double knot. I'm gonna do a double knot. What a double knot means is, let me show you guys. Okay, take this, make a circle. You will go through this circle once for a knot, so that's a regular knot, okay, overhand knot. Now go ahead and do one more time, go through the loop one more time. That's like a surgeon's knot. So just tighten that knot up really well, okay, and then do one more surgeon's knot, make a loop, go through that loop once and then go through that loop twice again, and then tighten that up. That should be enough. Okay, now I leave that alone and then go through that metal bead we have here. As I said, you can use any bead you want, any roundel bead would work. So slowly pull that through, and I'm hoping that this will be hidden inside the metal bead is what my thought process is. But once you have that, just want to make sure my necklace is all in the same space. Take one more stopper bead right here and put it over here so that it doesn't move around as much. So now here it is, right? Keep this portion a little, loose. Don't make it very tight. That's very important in this design, I feel. So now we have this, right? So I take two beads, 2 15-ohs or 3 15-ohs maybe, drop it down and check if that's needed. Actually we don't need 3. I'm just checking. I think 1's good enough, I guess. So I just don't need 3. this tail end got in between. So now you take one of this bead and then 115 and one of this bead and 115 and one of this bead. So this is what I have in my needle. Drop that down to my work right here. Okay, just want to make sure everything is nice and tight here. Don't want any slag. So this is what I have. And then what I do is, we have the star beads in our stash from the bag. So I just drop 5 of them right here. Take one. So there is 5 starfish, right? The 5 wings. So I go through the top. Drop that down. Take a 15 drop that down as well. Now skip the 15 and then go through the starfish and pull your needle up. Okay, just hold on to the 15 and make sure there is no thread showing right there. That's important. And then take these. You need 3 of these for every wing that we are gonna do. Add 1, and the 15 another, and the 15 another, and the 15. This is what we are going to pick up every time. And then drop that down. Okay. Now I'm just going to go through this. I don't think so we can pass through the 15s because already there is a 7-strand wire going on, so it won't be a possibility. But actually, instead of going through this, we can just go through the metal bead and reinforce only that, because that's what is going to be easy. Now this is where the space comes into play. Just a little bit more will help for us to go through the next one easily. Just the metal bead. This part is not getting loose, so I'm just going to loosen this a little bit so that I have space. There we go. Now go through that metal bead right there. If you pull it, you will have this V kind of a section, right? This is what I'm thinking of doing. So now I'm ready to add the next section, which is going to be a 15 this bead, this bead, a 15, then again this bead, then again a starfish. Okay, this is a pattern. Then I'm gonna take my starfish, go from the top and pull everything down, ready to add the next wing, I would say. Take a 15 and skip that 15 on, go through all the beads that we just added in this wing. Not really, actually just the starfish would do. Now pull everything down. Okay, now what I want to do is add the next set of beads, which is 3 of these separated by the 15 O's. You don't have to add the 15 O's, but I feel that this way there will be some space in between, which gives us a little bit of a leeway. So then drop everything down. Now go through the next metal bead. Repeat the same for 2 more times, and then we will reinforce the entire thing. Now I am at the last leg, so I have my beads here. So I'm just going to go through the metal bead here. Okay. It's easy if you keep it this way. There we have our 4 wings, you can say. So now what I'm going to do is go through this cylinder bead just once, right next to the metal bead, and then between that and the seed bead I'm just going to make some knots. Okay, so I'm just going to go under the 7-strand bead stringing wire. Okay, make myself a loop, come up and go through that loop. It's just a 1/2 inch knot, and then one more. Make sure the loop is not big and the loop and the knot stays after the bead. Now go through that bead again. It'll be a little bit tough, but go through one bead at a time, because already there is wires going on. So I just loosen this end as well, just to give it more space. Then go through the metal bead. Now we'll have to reinforce, so go through the metal bead, and then come down through all of the beads once again, and then we can tie a knot at the end. So go through all the beads, come back through the starfish. I call that starfish, I don't know. You can also tie a knot here. Catch the thread underneath, make a loop, go through that loop and then tighten that, and then that will give a nice tight pull right there. Go through the seed bead and the star bead, and now come back through all of these beads here. If you're not able to go through all the beads at once, that's okay. You can go through a couple of them as much as you can, and then go through the metal bead. And then again come back through this, tie a knot, go up, come back, go up, just like how we did it here. So that's about it. And then tie a knot once you come out of this. So and then actually it's done. So I did finish it off by tying a knot here and here, and then you need a thread zap or something of the sort to cut this thread off. You can also use scissors, but this works really nicely. Let me show you guys. Actually, this came out completely. I didn't realize it, but anyways, if you use a thread zap, you can just melt this thread away really close to the work. There we go. So it'll smoke it nicely, and clean this tip if it had some residue of the thread, and that's about it. Now all you need to do is finish this off. As I was a little bit not paying attention, everything came off. I'll just make sure that I string everything and come back. So now pick up a crimp tube or a crimp bead, whichever you have available in your stash, and then a toggle clasp. This is also available in the box or treasure bag. Then come back through the crimp bead or crimp tube, and you won't be able to go through the 15 O's, so it's kind of a waste to have it around. So just after the elongated bead, the cylindrical bead, just add the crimp bead, and again go through the crimp and the bead if possible. Pull that tight, go ahead and crimp it. Don't have to worry about anything this side, only that side you need to be careful. Go ahead and crimp it, and then snip the tail off. And then now take this and kind of push everything okay. I think this side, and one bead was extra, so just take that off. All my seed beads are here. Take my crimp tube and the toggle part. We don't have to worry, this bead is cylindrical, so the bar part of the toggle will go easily. So just go through the crimp tube and the cylindrical bead, pull everything together, and it's okay if there is a little bit of a space. It's always good to have that space. So go ahead and crimp it, snip this excess off, our necklace is ready and done. All you need to do is the earrings part. I don't know how this came off. Just want to make sure. I don't understand how it came off, but I can pull the slack here. There we go. Just need to make something. Okay, the knot we put here kind of moved a little bit, so what I'm gonna do here is try and get this. So in this necklace, make sure that you don't move it, because there was a little bit of a slack. I just moved it, so don't do that. Think that this is a stable part of the pendant and do crimp both sides tightly. That's what I would advise you. I'll let you guys know if I was able to fix it or I'll have to do this all over again. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye. Hi friends, I tried to fix this thing, and I figured it out how. Like I have a small thread in the needle threaded on, so what I did was the knot was over here, right? So what I did was let me just push the knot again out. Okay, the knot, I was actually putting the knot outside the metal bead, and it came before, and that's why this lag is, right? So what I did was I just put my needle through here, through the metal bead from outside. Okay, and then what I did was I just bent under these two threads that is connecting, forming a loop, right? I just want to then continue going back through the metal bead. Okay, like that. Okay, now I caught hold of this thread. Now I just pull it like that, so that way it came outside the metal bead now, right? The lag is gone. Now what I do is I just take this thread, this needle and thread, and I want to take this into this bead as well, like how I did it here. The same way I want to do that. So for that I need to put this through here. Okay, or what we can do is actually tie this around this. That would be a smart idea to do it, I guess. Okay, so I just go around the metal bead, tighten this up nicely. Now a little bit of thread will be showing in this, but I just want to secure it nice and firm for once. So just want to go around this metal bead once more if I can. and just tighten these two ends together. Basically, I'm creating a loop around this bead so that it can stay. I'm gonna use this necklace for myself, but if I am selling it or gifting it to somebody, I would not do this. I would just rather, you know, do this completely again, redo this part. And one more time, then snip this off. So two things. One thing is don't move the bead a lot, and the second one is if you have the thread or so in the same color, go ahead and loop it around the bead, that way it won't get out. So those are the two things. Now I will just trim this two threads off with the thread zap, and here we go. Our necklace and our earrings are done. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.